Alright, what up YouTube? And haven't made a video in actually a while. I just want to make an update video. It's kind of not really an update video, it's more just like a build video actually. If you guys watch my original videos, I made some builds and some clone Glocks, like some Skelly Glocks and some Wii Glocks. But if you recently watched my latest upload, I actually uploaded a video of me shooting a G18C. I'll be doing a review on that later actually. But I'm gonna go more in depth on what I actually did with this pistol. Now, if you're not aware by this point, and you read the title, it's the G18C. Got this on Trigger Airsoft for about $350 Canadian dollars. Unfortunately, Canadian guns are expensive as hell. But let's just get this out of the box real quick. The mag out as well. Put the box aside. Need the box at this point. But anyways, so of course I had the gun stock for about a month. I'll just say what happened to it first. So of course it's meant to run off a duster. The first thing that happened is the hammer rotor broke. Not surprising, and it's just cast metal. It's not nothing groundbreakingly crazy, so I wouldn't expect it to last that long. But then, you know, just the normal. I was gonna build this gun anyways, so I already had parts coming in. So I was like, whatever. And what I actually did, the first thing I actually got was a Guns Modify version 2 hammer, but that broke, unfortunately. So here are the upgrades I actually used in this build. So the first thing, and not really the first thing, but one of the things I got was a Shooter's Design slide kit. So it might look a little green, or not green, blue, purplish blue, but that's just in the camera. If you see it in real life, it's more of kind of out of the lights, more darker, if that makes sense. It kind of looks better, but camera, if you take it out, it's more of a gray. If you look at it just in the daylight, but in flashlight, it looks like this. But yeah, it looks a little odd, but it's actually really nice. It's CNC aluminum, so it comes with the iron sights, the barrel, which is kind of wearing away, which is understandable, and of course the extractor piece that is separate from the thing, and it also has full trade, so Glock right there, all that. So one of the first things I did was the slide kit, and then this bag has everything I did. So another upgrade I got was the UAC aluminum loading nozzle. If you follow UAC, or if you like been watching or like staying up to date with the airsoft products, UAC, they made a CNC aluminum nozzle not too long ago actually for the Glock 18C, since the 18C nozzles kept breaking, which made sense because, you know, they're not that strong and they're made of running out of duster. It's really good quality aluminum. As you can see, it's actually let me take out the mag first. Here it is. There it is. It's pretty nice quality. One of the best nozzles I've owned, of course, because it's aluminum. The slide action's actually really smooth. So when it runs over the hammer, this is without any DIY work, of course. I'm too lazy to sand down the paint and stuff, but once it runs over the hammer, very smooth for what it is. Another thing I bought for it, just for aesthetic wise, is the garter serial tag, because, you know, I don't like the safety. There's really no need of it. And then another thing I got was the I really like these, is the garter steel defric coated valve knocker. These are really nice because they have an anti-friction coating. Problem is you can't really get a lot of upgraded steel hammers, so you're kind of stuck with the aluminum one, and you're gonna want the least friction, of course. I also got the same thing, but just the hammers here, same exact idea. Then I got a garter airtight rubber seal. This is actually really nice because I felt a difference instantly when I put it on. It kicked about 2 times to 3 times harder. It might not look like anything special, but just let me focus on that. That's the garter airtight seal right there. And then the other thing I got was a Steel 18C Shooter's Design full autos here. Heard these are really nice, so I bought one. Doesn't really react to a magnet though, which is weird. And I got a Guns Modify 150 hammer spring. Nice. So yeah, those are the things I got. Things I bought that I didn't use. So actually, I bought a girder steel outer barrel, but I never use that because it warps the slide. Also, I have an AAP steel hammer rotor, and if you're wondering where I got that from, I actually got that from the AAP set. Problem is these are really poor, or not poor, but the thing is it requires a lot of work for these in fitment for them to work, so I'm not going to do that. I just stuck with the normal stuff. Internally wise, hop up a stock, chamber stock, recoil spring stock, because I like to feel kick, because yeah. So you know, here it is, shooter's design. It's really hard to push that down though, but there you go. I use just RC shock lube in this. I heard it's pretty good for this. The reason why this is shaved down, you might be wondering, is because it was rubbing against the aluminum nozzle. So I shaved it down a little bit to reduce friction. And it works pretty good now. Some things to know positive about this gun is the stock slides are pretty nice, but they do wear away very quickly on this edge right here because the slide release rubs against it. So I had to get a new slide fairly quick with this gun, unfortunately. But I mean, this happens when you use propane in a duster gas gun. As you can see, the slide looks pretty new. I gamed this technically, but I haven't technically tried to shoot it. It was just stuck. It just in its holster the whole time because I didn't fully had it operational at that point. I still had the Guns Modify hammer rotor in there with the normal hammer. One problem with this is if you try to mix and match which parts will work, none of them really work besides the rotor and even the disconnector in here. The problem with the valve knocker disconnector is it rubs against too much against the valve knocker right here. So right where my thumb is pretty much. And it just causes too much friction and the hammer won't go forward right. Also, another thing that seems to concern me, I didn't really get to test this gun yet after putting these parts in because I haven't gotten time to get propane or into the green gas, but it feels like that this full auto sear might actually put more friction against the hammer than needed, which also might cause it to light strike as well. Not sure if that's the underlying factor, but that seems like quite a bit of friction to me. Also, when you pull it down, but it seems smooth as well. It seems smooth enough. It's just insanely hard to push down. Actually, no, it's not really that bad, but it goes forward pretty positively. And last time I shot it, had some gas in the mag not too long ago, like a week ago, and it shot really hard and it kicked really hard again. After I took out the I just have the stock disconnector in here now, but after I took out the steel disconnector, it kicked a lot harder because it wasn't light striking anymore. But yeah, I mean, of course, it's impossible not to have friction because there's always. But it's 20 times smoother, so it was pretty much like it was when it was stock. That's why I don't really worry about it. But I mean, yeah. What I use for lube is I use just some normal shock lube. It's pretty good. It sticks in places you want it to stay, so for rail and all that. But it's pretty much my update video. I don't have a lot on this gun. Unfortunately, I don't have another, because this gun cost me about $800 in total to build. And I'm really not done it yet. I still need to get a garter frame for it or something that's, because the stock frames on TM, they're not really meant to take propane damage. But other than that though, I think I might just keep the stock frame on there because it proves that it's still TM somewhat. The problem about this, this slide also has a scratch resistant coating. So if you try to scratch it, so normally, so let's pull up this. If you can see that, like the huge scratch mark right there, it was on there, but it just totally rubs off. So, I mean, I would assume it's it's somewhat anti-scratch. Just let me clean off the gun. But this is by far one of the most expensive airsoft guns I've owned, and one of the nicest I've owned as well. But the thing is, I can't say it's nice yet because I haven't really gamed it yet. I haven't really shot it. I'm going to this Sunday, most likely, but I don't have a GoPro, so I can't really record the gameplay. But I know for one thing is when I shot this, when I used someone else's propane to shoot this real quick, it wasn't on a full fill though, and it was actually on a different mag. I was using the 50 round mag, and that has it worked on the 50 round mag. Seemed to work fine. Same with full auto, but the gas efficiency seemed to run out very fast, and I wasn't sure if he filled it all the way. But I mean, I still need to test it on the stock mag as well, because I never got to. I just tested on the 50 round mag because it's got the Garter airtight seal there, so it should seal better. But I tested it on this 50 round mag, and it seemed to kick hard, kick nice in the full auto. But it was also cold that day because he had his window open. It was like minus 25 outside, so gas compression probably went down as well. But I still have to do a full scale test, and I'm probably gonna get some propane tonight or tomorrow or something, or not tonight, tomorrow probably. But yeah, other than that though, it's a really nice gun. What I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna order a stock hammer, and then probably go back with stock parts. Maybe I might use the Garter valve knocker, but other than that, I'm probably just gonna keep it with stock because it's just a lot of stress for the aluminum, the cast aluminum to rub against CNC steel parts. So I mean, other than that though, everything on this is machined. As you can see the machine marks on the barrel. It's all CNC. Also, it's very smooth as well. But yeah, it sounds really nice. So if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna switch back with stock parts, because stock parts, you know, they're made for the gun. They're made by the company, so they're usually the best. Like I said, here's a great example. But yeah, I'm also going to do a review on the WA 1911. These are ultra rare and hard to find in Canada due to the strict laws here, but this is it's pretty worn down. It's heavyweight. Look forward to that review coming up. But yeah, other than that though, I don't think I missed anything on this Glock. Everything I've said here is pretty much what I put into it. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, or like where I got the gun from, I got the gun from Trigger Airsoft. All the upgrades are mainly from eHobby Asia. If I do remember correctly, they are pretty much 90% of them are all from eHobby Asia. So other than that though, I don't think there's anything I'm missing. So if you guys have any questions or comments or feedback, comment, rate, subscribe, and thanks for watching.